Abandon, two productions side by side, and I'm here at Vegas Theater Company to go backstage in Vegas.
Hey Jazz, welcome back.
Hey Daz, this is really exciting to be back here, Vegas Theater Company. I mean, you guys are doing two productions.
It's crazy. I think I'm a little bit crazy for doing it. But we had two really big hits earlier in the year with Abandon and with Cluelesque. And we were going to do something else, and then we were like, you know what? Vegas hasn't seen enough of these shows yet, so we brought them back, and we're running them side by side.
It's quite literally like set magic. You guys are flipping an entire, because it's an entirely different show between the two.
We're flipping, so everything needs to move out of the theater that's not part of the next show. Costumes, set pieces, and everything else moves in. There are some things that's skinned, like that wall has a dual purpose, as you saw.
Yeah.
So we trade it out. There's a few of us that spend under an hour doing it at the end of each show. I mean, we're really being very ambitious. We're running it like it's a big regional repertory company, and there's 6 of us that make all this work.
We're gonna learn some more about it. Thank you for the drink. We're gonna head on over to backstage right now.
Cheers, welcome.
All right, Simone, I've got my jacket. I'm ready to go.
It looks good on you.
This has been really exciting, learning all about what is going on with Cluelesque.
Yeah.
Talk to us about what it was like to write, co-direct. I mean, you're so involved in this process.
Yeah. It's an idea I've had for a while, and I've been growing it and building it. But each time, it's really about the people that come together and help raise the story to new heights. And they share some things too. You see some repeated things, and we could probably play Guess Which Show. It's the prop is from. But if you look close, you'll definitely see, if you're familiar with any of the Clue weapons, there's a rope, there's a revolver, a lead pipe, and so on and so forth.
I'm a huge Clue girl. I've played it for years, and a lot of us may kind of know, even from the movie, what to expect, but what would someone really expect coming from this show?
It's definitely a parody of the movie. It draws so much inspiration from that movie, which is my favorite movie of all time. But I've also added in elements from the game. The audience actually plays and chooses the murderer for the evening. Every night the ending is different depending on the audience and what the audience responds to. So it's both game and movie plus a whole heck of parody and the burlesque and then the strip of it all.
Yeah, and then there seems to be this really immersive element then to it, because you're now involving the audience. What is that like? If you're sort of having the audience choose the ending in a sense? I mean, is there some improv involved in this?
Yeah, there's a little bit of improv. We've also just sort of rehearsed it with the actors. They find out on stage as well. So the fun part is they'll realize as the audience does who the murderer is, and then all of them change what they do next based on that. So it's kind of a big problem to solve in a fun way, a creative problem to solve.
And we're about to learn all about Abandon. I think I see some chains over there.
Yes, you do, indeed.
All right, here I am, attached to part of the Abandon set. Janet, what is Abandon all about?
Abandon is a kinky horror show based on the writings of the Marquis de Sade, who the term sadism comes from. There's no dialogue. It's just it's a narrative told through a series of wordless vignettes.
Yes.
It's scary, it's sexy, it's kinky, it's funny, it's disturbing, it's gross, it's poignant, it's sad, it's everything.
Yeah. What was this process like to write and also direct the show?
It's been a dream come true, actually. It's been great. And then finding Vegas Theater Company to partner with, and it's fun exploring the areas of your brain that are, for most people are probably dormant. So it's a life-changing experience for the people who do this show, because it is so different, and there's nothing else like it.
Yeah.
Nothing else like it in Vegas.
Carson, you're the talented actor in both productions that we've been talking about, and right now we're in the costume area. So who's your character?
So I'm Miss Offway. There's a slight change in all of the characters' names for trademark reasons, all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
And also to really lean into the parody of things.
And then you totally transform from one character to a completely different character in Abandon. As an actor, what is that like that entire process of almost getting into from one mindset to the other?
For me, I really get into my acting through a lot of my physicality, so I'm able to compartmentalize it especially with a show like Abandon. Like if I was reliving that trauma, like personally every day, it would be a lot. So there's a lot of techniques that help make it so that, you know, that's just what I do on stage, and then when I get off stage, I go back to my normal life, you know? It's really wild because I was in both of the original productions, and so in bringing them back is really wild to me because they were very different experiences that I wasn't even sure they would come back, and when they did, I was like, okay, this is going to be a little tricky, but I'm really excited for this challenge. I think there's just new discoveries all around because both Abandon and Cluelesque have been updated, and so that also adjusts how I perform the character, and it gives me the opportunity to make new choices, and maybe there's some choices that will work better this time around than I did the last time.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you take the stage on both roles. And it's going to be an exciting time for both productions.
Absolutely, I'm ready for it.
Both productions of Cluelesque and Abandon are happening right now at Vegas Theater Company. Be sure to visit theater.vegas for your tickets.